guys, this is Julie. I was going to show you guys how I do cuttings for herbs. This is actually a plant that I got from the grocery store, and I this early spring, or about springish, I bought it at the store and rooted it in the house. So this one, the way I did it was in the house with the water, with a glass of water. So you just get a glass of water, and you when you get your herb from the store, this herb is an Asian herb that you use for it's I use it for a salad, like papaya salad, the popular papaya salad at the Thai restaurants. Well, it's similar to that. You can add it to any salad, Asian salad you want, and it just makes it so much better with the fragrance that it gives out. So basically, this is the same thing I would do if I got it at the grocery store. So for instance, you just cut it. There are nodes in here. Let me get rid of these dry leaves. I've been neglecting this. But in between there's like nodes that you can just cut in between there. I'm gonna cut it lower. But you cut it, and then you have this leaf, right? These leaves on this stem, and you just cut. I'm gonna cut it shorter, but you just cut. I like to cut it at an angle, just to expose more of the stem, and then get rid of all of the leaves. At the store, it'll have the fresher leaves, so you just peel it off, like that. Just peel it off and leave the top. And when I do it in water, I peel it all also, and whatever that is in the water, for instance, the water has to come up to here only. Do not get it to the leaves because it will rot. So what you do is just have it peeled off like that, and then just stick it in the water and put it in a bright area if you can, like the window, the kitchen window, if you have sun there, or somewhere in their house that you can get some sunlight, and just, I don't know, maybe it's not sunlight, indirect sunlight, but as bright as it can get, then the roots will start coming out. Give it a few days, and you can look in your glass of water, and you can see roots. And once you see the roots, you could plant them in the soil, right? So that's about it. That's all. Hi guys, I did not realize that the iPad shut off on me because I had it setting in the sunny area. So it got overheated, I guess, and just shut off. So I'm setting up here, and I did the whole thing without knowing that it wasn't recording. But here I'm gonna go ahead and do something else that with cuttings to show you guys. Basically, it's the same method. So see, I did all of these already. Okay, here, let's see. This is the one that rooted already. But what I did was I pretty much had cut the leaves off the bottom and made a hole, and then just put that in and press the soil around it. And that's all I did. That's all that you need to do. Just press it in, and I cut all of these, the top of each of these off, and planted it around the planter. And then I watered it in. So the soil is all wet and it's all good. Just put it in, I put it behind my house where it's the east facing. The sun, it's a cooler sun in the morning. I push it in further in the porch where it's not getting like sun until the afternoon. It's just getting like maybe sun for an hour or two in the morning for now, and it seems to work for me until it roots in. Once it roots in, you can put it somewhere else where it's more sun. You can move it out to get more sun to it. And here, right here, this is the original one that I cut off, and it it has leaves on it too. So here you'll get leaves on here, and this becomes a plant still. I mean, it looks bad, but it'll grow into it, and then these areas here will just come up. And this guy right here was actually, I think this piece, I cut that off to show you guys that if you cut it off here, it'll branch out some more and it'll become a bushier plant. And this one, you had created another plant, see? So it's kind of like you can just keep going. You know, if you want more of it, just add, you know, cut it and add to your pot, and it'll just keep going. And you know, if it doesn't work the first time, you know, do it again. Here in Oklahoma, it's humid, so we probably have a better chance of it rooting faster because of the humidity. I'm not sure. That's what I think. But if just do it this way, or also do it the water, the glass of water way. You know, just put it in a glass of water. Just pull all the leaves off of the bottom. This one's kind of drying out. I'm gonna pull this leaf off, but just pull all the leaves off, and whatever that is in the water should not have any leaves, because it will just rot. So don't do that. Just get rid of all the leaves and just put the stem in water, and it will root for you. And once it roots, then just put it in the ground. I mean, not in the ground, but put it in a pot of soil, potting soil, okay? Or like I did here, I just put it in the soil directly. So I'll have a full pot soon, and I will show you guys, give you an update on it in a few weeks when it looks really healthy. I mean, as long as you see these leaves still green and healthy, that means that it's rooted, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this other pot here. I got a pot of soil and I watered it in, and what am I gonna do is that I'm gonna do some hydrangeas. It's mop head hydrangeas. I got these here from Sam's. I got a plant from there, and it's white mop head, and I planted it 2 years ago. These the branch somehow broke off. I'm not sure what happened, if an animal broke it, I'm not sure. But anyways, I was like, I had to cut it off, and I was thinking I might as well make plants out of them. So it was one branch, and I cut it into 3, right? So what you do is you just peel off all of these leaves right at the bottom, just like the herb that I did just earlier. So just peel it off, and don't leave so many leaves, because it's focusing on roots for itself. So I cut it at an angle. Then peel it off. I think I'll do more. You don't have to have very many leaves for this to work. So I'll peel all of that out and just leave it like that. Then I will just use the rooting hormone. It is fast rooting. There's many types. This is Miracle Grow brand. And I've done it to where I don't use rooting hormone, just like the herbs earlier. I just felt like I didn't want to use the rooting hormone for herbs because it's a food. I don't know. I mean, it's probably just fine, but it worked just fine. But I thought if I do hydrangeas, I'm gonna go ahead and do this because it's a bigger plant and I want it to root quicker. So anyways, you just get the rooting hormone to cover all that, and then you make a hole and just press it in. As long as you don't have the leaves inside the soil, it's not going to go bad. And then I have another one here. Pull it all off. Cut it at an angle. And this is what I put the branch in earlier, just to make sure it doesn't dry out. So I just use it to dip it in so I can get it wet, so then I can get the hormone to stick to it and just tap it off. the reason why you use a stick is so then when you push, because if you don't have a stick and you just press it in, sometimes if the soil is too hard, it'll break the stem, or also it will pull off all of the rooting hormone. It won't stay there and help, your growth. So just stick that in and press around it. And the last one. Really simple. And the thing is, you do it the first time and it doesn't work, don't be discouraged. Do it again. Do several at a time, because if one doesn't work, then the other one would. The more you do, the better chance of you getting it right. So let me wet that and put it in the rooting hormone and press it in. That's it. I try to get it to where the leaves are not touching each other. I don't know if that matters, but just in case. And then I have a pot, 3 plants right there, right? And all I do is put it in, I usually put it in a north-facing wall of my house, because that way it's cooler. And because right now it's, summer, it's really hot out. We're getting like 90 something and to 100, and heat index is 100 and something. So it's too hot, and don't put it in the sun area. Put it in the shade, but give it a lot of light, and the roots will grow in. And hydrangeas, I think hydrangeas are so easy to propagate from cuttings. I've done so many, and I just love hydrangeas so much. I just do so many so I can make a hedge out of them. And I've been trying to make lots of plants, lots of hydrangeas, so I can give it to my sisters. I have so many sisters that they would just love these. And if I just make them, by the time Mother's Day come around, I can gift it to them as a Mother's Day gift, right? And I mean, not only are you not throwing away a branch, you can make plants and give it as gifts, and instead of having to buy them, right? I mean, the cheapest way to do it. But anyways, this water I have, I'm gonna go ahead and water it in, water in the plants, and then place it where the wall is, and just leave it there until it roots. Because if you come out every day and you water, just water your plants and water these pots, right? If they stay green, that means it's working. It's not gonna die on you, and just keep watering it. Give it some time to root in, like maybe a month or so. And I usually want to wait until the fall to plant them. The reason is that since I'm putting so many plants in a pot, sometimes their roots might be entangled. And also, if you're just planting in one pot per plant, then you can take the whole plant and the soil and just directly put it in the soil, dig a hole and put it in the soil, and not touch the roots, right? And that would be fine. But if it's hot out, then it's best to wait until the fall and to divide these plants up, because the roots will be exposed to drying with the air and everything and the heat. So just wait until the fall when it's really nice and cool. Then you can plant it. And remember that hydrangeas love the shade, but they do like the sun too. So give it a few hours of the sun. If you can get morning sun, it's best for it. You get more blooms that way. The afternoon sun is hotter, and it might not. As long as you get a lot of water to it, you can have a little bit of sun in the afternoon, but it's best to be in damper sun, like under the tree or something like that. And that's all I think that you need to know on that. Just as long as you keep it watered, because hydrangeas love water. So it would be, these are white ones. White ones don't change colors. If you have a purple, blue, pink, or burgundy one, they can change color depending on what soil you have, or you can amend it with stuff at the store. Or like if you have pink hydrangeas, for instance, and you want it blue, you can get coffee grounds. Like after you drink coffee, save your grounds and pour it around the base of the plant. And then the next year, you won't get it the same year, the next year when it blooms, it will be blue. I did that with mine, and my hydrangeas have been beautiful this year. It was blue. The thing was, I had blue, pink, and purple. It was like a mixture because it depends on what part of the plant gets that acid. It will, change the color. So it's amazing. I will post you a picture. I think beginning of this video, my son had inserted the hydrangea that bloomed this year for me, and that's our hydrangea. So you can see the colors. There's just so many colors in that hydrangea. That's why I love hydrangea so much. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps. So I got a pot of herb. I don't even know what it's called in English. If I find it, I will post it on the screen. And then the hydrangea. So that was all I got to show you guys today. I hope this helps. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.